Hey guys, this is Rocky here, and today I want to share with you at least 10 principles I have that come from my journey in tennis that are also life lessons and also beginner and intermediate tennis tips for you all. So, this will be probably a two-part series. I'm going to start with part one here. I won't get all the way through it because there's a lot to cover, a lot of things I've really analyzed. So, a little bit about me is I've been playing tennis since I was 11 and a half years old, right around the time when my mom was having breast cancer. And I think tennis was a way for me to cope with that life struggle, but also it was something that allowed me to have more fun in my childhood. I was very, I had ADHD. I was having trouble making friends, and tennis was something. It was an activity that really got me engaged in life, and that's just kind of what I want to share with you all to see if you resonate with that. But I feel like with tennis, what really got me started was I loved to play foursquare at recess with my friends, and then my dad showed me tennis, and I was like, wow, it's just so amazing. There's so much more you can do with tennis than you ever can with foursquare. So I want to share with you all some tips, tricks, life lessons, if I may, about what I've learned from tennis from the past. I'm 26 now, so from the past 15 years, like off and on, of playing tennis. And here's my experience. Tennis is a way of life. We have to know that it is a way of life. It's not just something you play, it has a lot of life lessons in it. It's a game that challenges every aspect of you. And the first principle, the first lesson is to have the courage to step on the court. So, what this means is that a lot of times we have fears in life. We have fears of doing certain opportunities. We have fears of showing up sometimes, of committing to the certain thing. But in a tennis match, you commit to it, you sign up, and then you have to show up on the court. But it's not just in the tennis tournament, it's also in practice. You have to be disciplined. You have to show up every day. It doesn't matter if it's sunshine, rain, winter, really cold. I mean, rain, you won't be able to play, but you do cross training, right? So it's not just, it's about your practice, about showing up every day. And if you can't go onto the tennis court, you just work out, study, and grow each day. It's a lot better than sitting at home on the couch doing nothing. The next principle is always take the shot. So in tennis is one of the most interesting sports, I think, out of all the sports. I was never really into sports, but tennis is one of the ones I was really fascinated by because there's a lot that goes into it. It's one of the most mentally challenging sports I think there ever is. I've seen players break their rackets. I've seen players, make amazing shots. It's just a game that offers a variety, but it's mentally challenging because it's all on you. Like you can't blame anybody else. You have no team except for your coaches and everything. But when you're playing a game, it's just all on you. Every shot you miss is your fault. It's like you can't blame anything. The same thing in life is that our choices in life, if they come out good or bad, it's our fault. We have to make adjustments and learn from it. And we have to realize that the shots that we really miss in life are the ones that we never take. And it's about committing to always going after the shot, always committing to it, not having fear of executing it, and just keep going forward. The third lesson I've learned is treat every point like a match point. I think this comes from Rafael, Nadal, and also Djokovic and Federer as well. But I think that Nadal has it the best. Like he really treats every point like a match point. I see him hustling, even if like there's no chance that he's ever gonna get it. Like he'll still go after it, even if it's like love, or like love 40. Like he won't ever give up. He always has that fight in him. So you want to have that fight in your life, that you treat every point like a match point, that you treat every moment in life as if it could be your last. The fourth lesson is get every ball back. Sometimes the simplest thing in life is just to get it back keep going, be patient. I know that's something I've struggled in my life is being patient, trying to go for that kill shot, and that's what my coaches have really worked with me on. And you'll notice in the pros that they don't hit a winner after the third ball. In some cases they do, but for the most part, you have to learn how to play smart tennis. Smart tennis is playing shots that you have a high percentage of making in. So instead of like trying to go for the lines, which isn't a good shot, you want to go for something because of cheating and everything like that, and it's hard to know if it's in or not. You want to hit the ball where it's like there's no doubt that you're not going to miss it. And that comes with practice and time. But the key is that you want to put the ball in your opponent's court. You want to make them work for it and not just give up the points. That's the key thing. And same thing with life is you want to put everything back in your opponent's court. Lesson number 5, there's always hope. I want to share a little brief story about lesson 5, that there's always hope. I was down many times. I was down like 6-4, 5-2, 40-15. I was down, I was down like 9-4 in a super tiebreaker. The kid had like 5 match points. It was crazy. I've been down 5-2, 40-15. I've been down 5-1, 40-love, and I've managed to come back and beat the guy 2-1 or a tiebreaker. It's been crazy how in one instance everything can change in a tennis match, and that can only happen if there's hope. And sometimes hope is built by the progress you see, but sometimes hope is just a belief in yourself that, hey, it's kind of like a mindset of like, I'm not gonna give this match away. I'm not gonna let this go. I'm gonna, like, if I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna make the other guy work for it, and I'm not gonna lose inside of my own head. Like, I'm gonna lose by my opponent being the better player. And that's kind of what you have to do, and keep that fight within you and know that you can always make a comeback. So I'm gonna leave with that for part 1. Part 2, I'll come with that and I'll talk about the last 5 lessons I have from tennis. Thank you so much.